Alright, so I'm on commentary. Alright, here we go. Here we go, okay. Alright. Hello YouTube, this is Xblnss, and today we're going to be doing some recording. I'd like to play some Battleblock Theater today, and I'm going to also stream while I'm doing it. Right now, I just got gold back. Alright, so I wanted to let you guys know that I will be just telling stories and against random people, so it's if I stop in the middle of it and I get annoyed, it's probably because my recorder, GameCap, has a little bit of delay, and I have my headset in so that you can hear me. And it like repeats my voice from like previous, so it's like all of my ears. Oh, okay. I think I see this portion. Alright, so what I have it here. It's just open that. So last time you saw I played against Elder God Noda, and I played with my friend Will. Currently they are not on that. So I will be playing just against myself. Alright. I hope you guys are ready. Alright, so I just got invited to a party by I might be able to join, I might not. I'm having trouble joining people, so we'll find out if I can join. Try and avoid doing certain things because I'm on the phone, of course. Watch this game and then not going to send him a message because I don't technically know. Alright, so this is my story with the top 10. So right here is the TPTS Knight. He's one of my really good friends. TPTS is a very good player. He's not top 10, but he's really good. Mostly the top 50, top 60 players are some of the best players in the game. Some of the top 10 players do a little worse. It just varies. But this is my story. I'm gonna start with some of the players. Alright, so this is my top 10 story. I know some of these top 10 players. Some of the old top 10 players. Enjoy Life was a player that Enjoy Life was well known for her mastery of all weapons, kind of like Will or Xblnss is from my other video, the lines. She's a she used to be a top ranked player before she stopped Xbox, and Enjoy Life she knew how to use the ice switch that I showed in the video, or a bunch of videos, before I even knew about it, before it was even invented. So, very, very good. She had a lot of talent. Her main weapon was the claw. We're in a game. He's in a gift shop. We're gonna hang in the gift shop for a little bit, and then we're just gonna continue on. Okay. Alright, well, it doesn't seem like what's gonna blow up right here. I don't feel like creating these guys, because I have most of the heads. I don't really want any others. I have all of these. Alright, so I'm going to begin with Xblnss next. I'm going to talk about Xblnss. I'm going to talk about the old top 10 because I don't like some of the new top 10 players, and most of them I don't have stories with. Alright, so the next player we're talking about is Xblnss. Xblnss is one of the 3 best friends, kind of like me, Will, and Elder God Nolan. Xblnss was the 3rd best friend of Xblnss and Morbikind in the beginning. Xblnss and Xblnss were responsible for Morbi's quest as a spawn killer with the Acid Bubble and his streak that he led. Morbi is responsible for that, but so are those 2. They did him. So they spawn killing. And that's when everyone started spawn killing it, and Morbi started doing everyone. So I'll get to Morbi in a sec. But Morbi's he's like not bad or good, but he's like, it's more like he has on my side. I don't have trouble beating him, probably because I play a lot harder players. But Morbi has a certain connection to me. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but his connection to me is kind of strange, so when I enter his game and I hit him, it doesn't work. So he gets reads on me, and then he's counters and stuff like that. So unfortunately, I don't play with him because of that. And I'm not really friends with Morbi anymore. We don't get along as we used to in some of my previous channels, like Mr. Green's 56. I believe that was my first channel. Alright, so, okay, so I'm gonna talk, so that was Xblnss and Xblnss. I'm gonna talk about Xblnss now. Xblnss is perhaps the best Battleblock Theater player I've ever met, besides Will. I think Will has surpassed Xblnss now, because he knows, like, at first he's doing these glitches where he'd uppercut and I'd get hit with a punch that happened after I got hit. At first, I thought it was like, I thought it was just like lag. Like, oh, it's just lag. But he started doing this proficiently and consistently. And I was like, hey, Will, that's not an accident. That's on purpose. What the hell is going on here? And he was like, uh, that's a glitch. There's several glitches that I use in our matches, and they're very helpful when I play against you. And I was like, really? So, getting back on point, CX is one of the best Battleblock Theater players I've ever played. Because I consider himself one of the best players, along with Will and all that. Will's probably better than me. I don't know, I'm not afraid to admit that he's better than me. But, EA, if you're listening, I can't enter your game. I can't connect to your console. Oh, okay, I didn't. Okay, so CX beat me best of my round. I only beat him a couple of times, but recently he's been inactive or hasn't played Battleblock, and he's been doing other things. And the last I talked to him and P7 were gonna switch to ball game and keep playing ball game instead of muscle. So I heard about that, but I also heard that he changed his name a couple of times and that he ended up deleting all of his friends, strangely enough, and he blocked me on this profile, which is why I can't contact him. But that's PTX. PTX is really good, just like NJLI. They're both very talented players, and I don't honestly know very many players I can say that I really struggled with when I was developing, or when I was playing Battleblock throughout my time. But, Morby being one of the first challenges I ever faced, but I can't say that there aren't players that haven't destroyed me before and that I'm the best, because I have been destroyed before. I've been beaten numerous times. Daniela, or otherwise known as the Puppy, Sarah the Puppy, Crazy Good, just whatever you like to I've also been destroyed by Will. He's like one of my main competitors in the Battleblock, whatever you want to call that era, where that era I call the Cold War is basically me and Will went at it, and we tried to see who was better, and we struggled because he was right behind me in ranking, and we would keep passing each other, and eventually I let him and Daniela pass me. But that wasn't before I won the whole rank thing. I won, and I considered the rank to be pointless. It was going to destroy our friendship, and that's what he also agreed. He said he didn't want to fight over ranks anymore because he didn't want to lose trust in his good friend. And so him and I were really good friends, and ever since then we get along a lot better than we used to. There were times when I used to argue with him a lot. We used to argue about ranks, and eventually it came to my senses that ranks don't mean anything. So I just let people pass me and it doesn't matter to me anymore. It's not more important than my friends. It was my priority to be a top player when I was younger, rather than ranking and but I eventually got to the point where I could say to myself that I was a really good player. I was, regardless of my rank, and I didn't need a rank to prove it. But even though I said I didn't need a rank to prove it beforehand, I had gotten rank 1 in ranked matches, and a lot of people respect me for that. So, because the reason I didn't get rank 1 in ranked matches, or player matches, is because Morby hogged up the rank with nearly a 10,000 point lead, or 100,000 point lead, and it's nearly impossible for a player to pass Morby unless he would stop playing for a very large sum of time. And I'm not sure if he still plays anymore. People said that he was quitting a while back because he had Xbox One, but then people started saying, well, no, he didn't, because he's been on Battleblock recently and he's playing Muffle. And my story is that Morby will never quit. I'll get to Morby last, because his story has some of the longest / greatest meaning to me becoming a good player. He's the main reason I became a good player, but I didn't exactly get along with him. He was cocky, and he got me to stop be cocky, which is fine, because I'm proud of who I am, but I didn't exactly like him. He was always one-upping me, and he would take advantage of my gameplay and all that. Oh, I can hear you on the mic, dude, I'm sorry. I'm not on my YouTube channel right now, so if you're sending messages in the chat, I can't see it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, back to the story. So now I'm going to talk about Blue Monkey Jedi. I'm still friends with him. He just plays Xbox One now. I don't have Xbox One, I have PS4. So when I play against him, oh, hold on. Alright, there we go. Sorry, it's turning down my volume, I didn't notice it. Alright, but back to what I was saying. Blue Monkey Jedi was actually, he was technically the first ranked player I met. He didn't get ranked until I met Morby. He was the first player I ever met that was ranked. Blue Monkey wasn't ranked at the time, but I met Blue Monkey in a game not Will hosted, but someone else hosted. I believe it was Disneyland. Blue Monkey was obviously, he was wearing a tiny monkey head, and he was beating me up with a grenade. I know he's getting salty because he was doing hockey, but he was just proud of who he was. He was having fun, and Blue Monkey's a really good guy. He's really nice, he's generous, and people took advantage of him, and he eventually stopped playing the game. But eventually, what did I say? He gave me a lot of things to respect him for. He was very nice, he was generous, he understood, he helped me through tough times. Not just for the thing, I didn't appreciate him just for the things he got me. He got me gold once, like for a month, and I didn't expect it. He got it to me for, I didn't ask him, didn't think about it, didn't nothing. He just decided to do it on his own. The guy's generous. He also used to give people starheads for free and gems for free, but eventually people took advantage of him, and people were getting on his nerves, how they always went to the game shop. He just wanted to play. They were always star beggars and all that. He had this in his bio, and eventually he stopped playing the game. He said it was broken, but after that, he usually played Xbox One. I've talked to him a couple of times, and I've even had my gamer tag as Blue Monkey Jedi Jr., and he said, "Oh my god, so you're saying I have an Xbox son? That's so cool." And he said he was 21. I was like, "Ooh, that's nice. Don't get a girl pregnant yet." But the guy's really cool. I respect him, and he made me the good person.
I think you should
Him
pick
and some
cool
other
and good
people.
things, and not dumb and stupid things.
Alright, we're gonna join the guy with fair connection because I don't trust the other player's connection. It's not fair. Alright. So I want to talk about another player. Tech. Let's talk about Tech 402 something. Alright, so Tech was well known for his incredible loss streak in the top 10 players. He was the first player to ever have more than 2,000 loss. Or 1,000 loss. Besides me. But he had so many losses that at the point people thought he was the worst player in Battleblock. Like, not only did he never beat me, he made the ball, but he was extremely he had an extreme hate for spawn killing, and for the longest time he kind of hated me. He's my friend now. Sometimes we play, but I just joined his game. Whatever. But Tech and I had long bouts, and sometimes we would beat each other, and he always said I couldn't beat him without the Aqua Bubble. That was always the thing. Couldn't beat him without the Aqua Bubble, etc. But that's Tech. Him and I didn't used to get along, and I always thought of him as more than a friend, but I'm not even sure if he's friends with Morby right now. And then Morby's gamer tag is like something, I don't know. Yeah, it's Factory 102. And that's Tech. Alright, I'm gonna talk about, I think I'm gonna talk about Will before I talk about my story with Romeo is really small. I don't know if it's a guy or if it's a girl. I don't know because some people speculate it's actually a girl and one of Angela has friends. So that's what some people speculate. But anyways, Will and I had a long history. Will is underlined Cyber Xblnss PvP Titan Heat Signature. He had so many personas / gamer tags, just like me, and all of which are really good. Some of my gamer tags being just that. King Xblnss, Emperor Xblnss, stuff like that. And then for a while, it was actually a Sure Xblnss. And what I wasn't so proud of was, I can't remember, it was like Essence of Powers or something. It was just, I wasn't proud of that thing at the time. It wasn't really my best. But, I'm gonna talk about Will. So, the way day I met Will, I was playing Morby. This is a spoiler to another story I'm gonna tell about Morby, but, well, actually, how about I just tell Morby and Will's story? Okay, so I met Morby one day when he sent me a message randomly. He was probably bored and wanted to challenge a regular player, and at the time I was really big noob. So I played Morby a while. Long story short, it took me a day or two to respond to the message because I didn't really want to respond to it. I didn't know who he was, and he was challenging me to muck. At first, I thought I was going to be able to beat him because I thought I was really good at this game and I was really skilled, and my ratio was really bad. So my ratio was even worse when I came in the top 10, but it's a lot better now. But I played Morby best of 15, and he promised if he won, or if I won at least one match, he would give me the Necromancer head and all-star prisoners. And at first I was really excited because, well, you know, all-star prisoners, and I got a head that wasn't even released to the public. And what I mean by Necromancer is like Battleblock Theater, or Cast Crasher's Necromancer, because this game is made by the same people. But Morby promised us, and we played the best 15, and he beat me every 15 rounds, and he allowed me to invite a partner too, which made it a lot easier on him, because, you know, teammates make things worse, but, well, they're partners, I don't make things worse, but, just kind of a teammate, but, I played him, and eventually I went to go eat dinner. We had chicken salad sandwiches, long story short. I love chicken salad. That's not really important. I came back, and Wolby decided that, he he would, I don't know what he said to my friend, but he told me that he had given the head to my friend. And I'm not sure what he told him, but my friend didn't talk to me anymore for that day. And then he told me he was away or something like that. I don't know. I really feel like he said something to him. But Morby, ever since then, I didn't talk to Morby. He even added me before the match. I deleted him because I was pissed at him for giving him the head. I was jealous, and I was mad that he didn't give it to me because I was gone. And this is around the point that further along, I realized he was a troll. He's a big troll. He's told a lot of lies. So if you ever get around against him and he tells you some big fat piece of shit that you never experienced, like for instance, oh, I have this weapon, the laser gun weapon. You know what I'm saying? It's just that kind of weapon doesn't exist. He trolls people a lot on the internet. Sometimes it's actually believable when you actually tell stuff that sounds believable. But not important. I challenged one day. I decided to get better, and I asked him to train me and make me a better Muckle player. So one day he decided, Morby decided he would answer the message, and he trained me a little bit in the art of spawn killing and using the basics of the acid bubble, because that's all he basically knew. But he didn't teach me much. He just beat me up a whole bunch. So then and there, I realized I needed to do something for myself. I needed more. I needed to get stronger so I could get back at Morby for the things he did to me. So eventually, I came across a video, and it was one of Slippy5's videos against Morby, and it inspired me to beat Morby because Slippy was one of the first to actually take a loss or a win against Morby Times Lab that I had ever seen before. And I was excited about it because the stuff Slippy5 did inspired me to put some of the tech Morby taught me and make up some of my own and turn it into something Battleblock like. Turn it into something that would get me a win against him. And it worked. One match against Morby. It wasn't enough for me. Eventually, I climbed my way to the top by playing him a whole bunch of times. And when I started being able to beat him, he realized that I was going to become a problem. Um, so one day I beat him 5 days in a row. I believe I was at my dad's house at the time. And I remember talking to Morby and one of Morby's friends, and he said he was going to invite some help if that was okay. And I said, well, that's fine. There's probably not anyone else tougher than you, so if they come in, they're probably worse. Wrong again. I believe Will is a lot tougher than X than Morby. This is where I met Will. Will was a Heat Signature at the time. He invited Heat Signature to the game, and Heat Signature decided that what did it say? Heat Signature decided that he would team up with Morby. So he kept joining and exiting. He joined Morby's game on his team, and him and Morby wrecked him. That's just the end of the story. He beat me, and I didn't beat them once. They were unstoppable. There was no way to beat Morby. So eventually, I gave up that match, and eventually I became. When Morby left the party out of excitement, he was babbling on about something I don't remember. Uh, Will decided to stay in the party and talk to me, and eventually he sent me a friend request, and then realized, or he didn't realize, pretty cool. You're really neat and stuff like that, and you're not a bad guy. I was like, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It means something to hear that from someone who's really ranked. I've never been special at something. And at the time, Sweet Signature was ranked 20, or Will was ranked 20 at that time. I remember because there was a special time where I played Will, and no wait, hold on. There was a time that he replaced me back while I was at school, and I came home and I saw he was ranked 19 and I was ranked 20. So uh, he uh, he replaced me. So I came home and I replaced him back, and I got a couple hundred more points from him. And he comes online, he's just like his goofy butt, and he's just like sitting there, or he was just like, "Hey, Xblnss, check the leaderboards. I'm ahead of you." Ho 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 ho, or whatever. He was a weird laugh, you know. He had a really weird laugh for a deeper voice laugh. But Will was like laughing and all that, and I was just like, "Hey, check the leaderboards, check again." It was like, "Ugh." And I was laughing because I thought it was funny that he replaced me, and I knew about it, and I got him back. And he looked, and he was just like making that Will scream, you know, the one on the video where he goes, "No!" like a little girl. uh, so I replaced them, and that was the beginning of the time where Morby started ignoring me more and more, and Will was becoming my friend more and more, and eventually I settled it. Me and Morby didn't get along, so we'd never stayed friends for more than a month. And then eventually more than a week, or even more than a day. So I'll teach you that. But eventually I wasn't friends with Morby. And this is the beginning of the time me and Will started to compete. He changed his name to TVPX Titan, and then for the longest time everything was peaceful. Everything was okay. No one was. It was just kind of competitive. Sometimes Will and I would have fun playing on teams. We never really played against each other much anymore. After Morby left, we were always trying to find a third best friend, and we have one now, but it took a while. But we have a best friend now, so. But eventually, what I mean by the Battleblock Theater is me and Will struggled to be ahead of each other by one rank. So, because I was ranked 3 at one point, and he was trying to steal that from me, or ranked 7 actually. No, ranked 10, my bad. So we kept fighting and fighting over it, and playing 1v1 best of 15 to see who was better, and sometimes I would become the winner, and sometimes he would lose, and sometimes it would be vice versa, and Morby even helped him get into the top 10 at that point, because Morby was still against me, and he was still bittery, and we were still attacking each other with words and stuff, and it was really bad. Will at the point was against me, and eventually I convinced him to delete Morby, but he still wasn't really happy with me because we were really mad at each other and we were against each other in ranks, and everything was better. Well, eventually one day, when I realized Will deleted me, I realized how much he meant to me. I was ahead of him and he stopped playing Battleblock for a while. He told me that his dad thought I had a deep voice and was annoying or something like that, or I had my balls stuck in my throat, whatever. probably have a voice. Like, I have an autistic voice or whatever, so it's whatever. But, I played Will in my King of the Hill map, and I told him how much he meant to me, and I told him how much I got the rank, which was 0 at that point. I was like, you know what, you're more important than a rank, because I basically grew around you as a player. You meant to me, I deleted people for you, you deleted people for me, and you know what, we were best friends for the longest time, and
Choose your favorite things and pick your favorite stuff.
we played for the longest time and we had fun, and I didn't care about my rank, and I told Will this, and I was like, please be my friend again. Please don't let this happen again. I don't want to be bitter rivals. And instead of getting upset and like, or not mad, I mean like he was getting sad. He's like, yeah man, I feel you. I don't want to rank stuff anymore. It's just sad because I really want to be your friend. I won't even tell my dad that you're my friend for a long time, and or they forgot about it. But Will and I since then we've been better friends, and we don't care about our ranks anymore. In fact, Will even promised not to pass me for the longest time. And then I told him, you know what, Will, I'm surrendering my rank to you because I'm rank 1 in Muckle. And I told him when I get rank 1 in a ranked Muckle, I would let him pass me, so I did. And then eventually it came around and I was like, you know what, you can pass me too because I met Daniela in a random match. She was known as Absurd Garfield. She was a top 10 player at one point, and she was really good at the frogs. And at first she couldn't beat me, but she played Will and I more and got better than us. Well, better than me. And then I got better, and then got better, and then it's just I don't know where it is right now. But eventually, Will Daniela was one of our best friends, but Will and Elder and I, we eventually became best friends. It was so great because my conquest ended there. It gets crazier, but it'll probably be another full story. I was gonna jump in the accident which I didn't die. Hold on, let me switch my camera.
This is getting good.
The camera might be.
Hey, there's a
No, you're not.
Do that.
I'm in a lobby. I just want to see if I got a little bit better. Because I beat 15 rank at the world.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, I should. Who named his 7
Oh,
Yeah, I just.
yeah, I was just on screen. People about the story. So I already did enter the party. I was telling my story. I
Very counterproductive.
So you want to play?
I'm gonna exit the section. Yeah, I'll talk. Hey, Rodoc, I have gold. Hey. Yeah, look up my channel.
Counter.
Go and search my channel right now, because I'm actually live right now.
Yo, X,
Mm-hmm.
daughter, did you get, gold?
What's up?
Gold membership?
Yeah, I have 3 months gold membership.
Flex 106.
I have 3 months of gold membership. I tried 1v1 you earlier. me try again.
Okay, then DH fight me.
I'm gonna close my app.
I think you should customize.